Big 12 Pro Day was announced back in March by the Big 12. It's a partnership with the NFL. It's something that's really never been done. The Big 12 and the NFL announced a partnership to launch the Big 12 Pro Day, a reimagined pro day experience with state-of-the-art medical and player skill assessments designed to maximize the student-athlete prospect experience. So this will be at the Star in Frisco, Texas, which ironically, the Shrine Bowl we just discussed is moving to there to have their event. So that's a big thing too as well. So Frisco, Texas is kind of becoming one of these mega centers for football. All right, so that in itself is a big deal. Because that's something that's going to draw prospects, training opportunities. Anybody that's operating out of Frisco is basically getting a lot of really good stuff here. Off the field, the Big 12 Pro Day will offer a job fair and non-football career networking opportunities for Big 12 student athletes. Additionally, Big 12 football student athletes will have the opportunity to network and meet with individuals from the Big 12 Business Advisory Board who will lend guidance on several topics, including professional development and career growth. So let's talk about this here a little bit. So what we're talking about is one of the big things about pro days is that it is school specific. Typically, your scouts go to the school, they work out there in front of however many teams are drawn by the prospects that are working out there. And a lot of times this is where guys that didn't get invited to the combine, didn't get invited to a all-star game, that's where they really get a chance to shine. So the two things that stand out to me immediately about this type of an event is that the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to kill small school opportunities. All right, so a lot of these Big 12 teams, they have schools that in the local areas that don't host their own pro days, and these guys have to go apply basically and see if they can't work out a deal to work out at one of these pro days. And so they've lost this opportunity, because this is going to be a Big 12 centric deal. This is going to be all these players from the Big 12. So, guys that typically used to do this, they used to go work out at Oklahoma State, or they used to go work out at West Virginia, or whatever that is. They're not going to have that opportunity now. So that's the first thing that stands out to me about it all. The second thing is the whole point of a pro day is to get a look at the smaller guys that, you didn't get a look at before. Guys that weren't at the combine, guys that, may have been in an all-star game that you weren't at. That's the whole point of a pro day. The third thing, it's going to take a lot of time away from those guys too. I don't see this as necessarily a big positive across the board. Now, it's going to be great for NFL teams, right? Because now they can send one or two scouts to this event. And now it cuts out, this year it's going to cut out 14 schools for them they don't need to go travel to, which is going to make it a lot easier for them to schedule. And I would imagine other conferences will probably follow along and do the same thing in the future. But for the guys that these pro days are really for, which are the guys that are just trying to get an opportunity, this is going to hurt them, in my opinion. That's how I see it.